So what we're trying to do in this problem is solve our equation for T final, which I have highlighted in red. So you can see we're trying to solve for T final. It occurs right here and right here. It occurs two places, so that's going to make us work a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually distribute. I'm going to take this m times c right here, and I'm going to multiply it by T final, and I'm going to multiply it by T initial. So I'm going to distribute. When I do that, I'm going to get m1 c1 times T final, and then I'm going to have minus m1 c1 T1 initial, plus, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to distribute the second expression. I'm going to have m2 c2 times T final, and then I'm going to have minus m2 c2 times T2 initial, and that's all going to equal 0. Okay? So what I'm trying to solve for is in red there. Now, you can see that this term and this term both have a T final in it. So I need to keep those on the left side. But this term and this term don't. So they are going to get sent to the other side, and that'll make them positive, okay? So that's what I'm going to do next. So here we go. I'm going to keep this term, m1 c1 times T final, and I'm going to keep the other term that has it. That's m2 c2 times T final, and that is all going to equal m1 c1 T1 initial. So that's basically this term right here. And then I'll have plus m2 c2 T2 initial, which is basically this term right here. Okay? And now we are almost finished. What I can do on the left-hand side is I can factor out T final. So I'm going to have T final. When I factor T final out of this expression, I'm left with m1 c1. And then when I factor T final out of this expression, I'm left with m2 c2. That's the left-hand side, and that equals this big mess on the right-hand side. And then to get T final by itself, you're just going to divide both sides by m1 c1 plus m2 c2, and you're going to divide this side by the exact same expression, m1 c1 over mc. So this is going to be the same thing. And those will cancel, and it will leave you an expression for T final. Okay? And that's how you solve for T final.